Laura Rao from our CPEP 811 class, and I'm working on our thrifting project, and I wanted to share with you I created a self-assessment using my squishy kit, the squishy circuit kit, and a baker's rack that you can certainly find at any thrift store or you have around your kitchen most likely. You'll need to make your dough according to the kit, and you'll need wax paper, I use Cut-Rite, and tape, and you'll need a screw, and you will need some clips to hold the answer key on to the baker rack. The first thing you'll need to do is you can download my activity template sheet and create that so that you have that, so that it lines up with your the wires on your rack. Then you'll attach a piece of wax paper to that by just taping it onto it clearly. You can see through it. And you might ask, why do we need the wax paper? The wax paper actually provides the insulating effect, same effect as our insulating dough. I found this dough very sticky and tough to work with, and you could not have that obviously over top of your answer key. So wax paper did the trick. It's also insulating. So you'll need to design some questions and then decide which were the correct answers and incorrect answers based on how many multiple choice you have. On this one I have 3. You'll attach your wax paper to your answer key, and then you will actually take your screw and punch holes along the grid where the right answer would fit. You'll need to make sure you have a big enough hole so that when you lay this over top of your baking rack, that there will be a hole large enough that the Play-Doh will go through and touch the wire on the baking rack, essentially completing the circuit. Once you've punched all your holes in your paper, you will then lay your paper on top of your baker rack. Make sure any of your correct answers, the holes you can see through to the wire, and then you'll roll little balls of your conductive dough and put them on top of your grid, covering up all those holes, and of course you'll put them where the wrong answers and the right answers are. Once you've completed that, you should attach your paper clips to your grid so that it holds your answer sheet in place. Take a ball of your conductive dough, attach it to the black end of your squishy circuit, attach that to a wire, touch it to the wire end of the rack. You're starting to complete your circuit. Your battery pack should then be connected to, in this case I used a buzzer. Attach the red end to the red end of the buzzer, and then the students would use the black end to touch the lead to each of the answers on the grid. And when they touch it correctly, the right answer will beep. The wrong answer, whoops, came out of will not beep. In this case, my second one. And again, so you set up a grid so that they go through and answer the questions. Of course, they're going to have the questions in front of them based on whatever you use to hand them questions, whether it's another ditto sheet or whatever, another handwritten. I also recommend students create their own questions. Some variations of this is you could use your motor, and that could be your lead to the right answers. And in this case, I used a sticky note, attached it to it, and if it starts working, pulling on it. Actually, that's the wrong answer. Let's go to the right answer. It will get it spinning. There we go. And then you get your right answer and then your spinning answer. The only problem with this is it pulls a little bit more on this, and you need something that doesn't need quite as much resistance. You could use your LED lights, but you would have to attach longer leads onto those because you can't possibly span your answer grid to complete the rest of the circuit. That should do it. Thanks.